Hello my fellow gamers and welcome once again to Overeducated. Today we are back to road to 1 million population on the hard mode in the city of Bedrock. Now this is hopefully going to be one of the, if not the last video in this let's play, because I really hope to reach the 1 million population mark in the city. Now, how am I going to achieve this? As you know, the limit that I'm currently at, the citizen units limit at 524,288, is what's stopping my Cims from moving in. I do get new residential buildings, but they are not moved in, and there are a few here as well that have not been moved in. What I have found to actually be able to reduce this, when I read this tooltip here, it says that the AI holds groups of citizens that can represent a home, passengers, worksite, students, and for example cop cars are created when they hold criminals and cops at the same time. So what I was thinking is, where else do citizens show up in groups and then are made into a citizen units group by the AI? My thought was parks, and if I take a look at the parks and plazas in my city, you can see that there are hundreds of parks. My idea was, let's delete all the parks. That really does work, and it allows for more population to move in. But I'm going to show you now everything that I'm going to do to reduce the number of citizen units, and hopefully with that reduced number get to 1 million population. Currently I'm at 950,000 in this save. I've used a save that isn't exactly the save you saw last time because I needed to do some tweaks that could not be done on that save. So one of the things that I'm going to do is take out this area here, which is offices. I'm also going to turn off all the metro lines because they themselves create a lot of citizen units and take away from this limit. And of course, like I said, I'm going to take away all the parks in the city. Well, maybe I'll just leave this row here where I have buildings that are still going up. The problem with the workers here will be resolved with the mod that I'm using that forces highly educated workers to work in those offices. There's an additional place that I'm probably going to eliminate some offices from. It's here. And I might add some residential instead of these offices, or just delete the offices themselves to reduce the number of citizen units being taken up. So now that is everything that I am going to do, and now I'm going to start with the metro, taking away these metro lines, and of course I'm going to fast forward the boring bits. Now let's take away the metro lines. Now with this completed, you won't see any change because the game is still paused, because I want to do all the changes before I actually unpause the game and use that momentum when I freed up all those citizen units to get as many population in the city as possible. So next up is getting rid of all these zones here, for which I'm going to use this tool and just dezone all of the offices. And to make this even quicker, I'm actually going to delete these buildings manually so that they are removed from the citizen units limit as soon as I let the game run. Now I've freed up the Autumn district, and there is the Waterline district that also has a lot of offices, of which I'm probably going to dezone about half of them. This finishes this area up, and now I have the largest amount of work ahead of me. Plazas and parks. I have to get rid of all of these parks that are around the city. So I'll just start from here. Alright, so now Bedrock is pretty much parkless except for the Eden project and a few parks that I have left here where the new areas are supposed to be developed. This leads us to just 500,643 citizen units, but this should go even lower now that I release the time. 499,000, and it could go even lower, but I do have something that I need to do while that's happening. I need to get rid of some of these older residential buildings that are not getting Cims in them, and when they are rebuilt they should actually get Cims in there. Now that these have been destroyed, I can continue on destroying these. Now we'll just go through the middle line. Once that line is filled up with new residential buildings, then I am going to build up the two lines on the sides, and then I can continue zoning over here on the right, like I said, with more residential buildings, more offices, a little bit of more commercial, so that there are places for the new Cims to move in. It probably went a little bit lower than 499,000 or not, but in any case I really hope that reducing the limit by 25, almost 25,000 will be enough to actually get these Cims that I need to move in and get this city up to 1 million population. I do have two lines of offices here at the moment, so we'll need to also draw down the roads. and then I'm going to jump you to the moment when we actually see some actual movement in the number of Cims. Here we are just a few minutes later, and as you can see, first buildings that are actually holding 25 households, 18 out of 21, here 14 out of 21, up there 6 out of 21 have been built, and more have been filling up this area here, which was previously having these problematic 9 to 10 or 0 households. And you can see also that I'm now up to 951,000 population, almost up to 952, with the citizen unit limit being at 502,066. The question is, how long can this keep under the maximum citizen unit limit, and will that be enough time to get to the whole 1 million? We'll just have to wait and see. It did take a few minutes, but I am now at 960,000 population. These buildings have been growing steadily, with the residential areas in the middle getting filled up, and now I can expand some offices as well as a new row of residential that I'm starting to build up in here. Now we'll continue on and see how far we can get. 20 minutes later, and Bedrock is at 970,000 population. This is almost starting to feel like a countdown. Now with the city breezing past 983,000 population, I am using a whole lot more of citizen units. I am now once again up to 520,000 citizen units, rising quickly. The question now is, do I need to build more residential buildings or focus on the ones that are already built? I can take a quick look here and see that a lot of these have already maxed out their population of households, although there are some old ones that still can take up some more, and I do have some holes here to fill up with more buildings. And I'm also questioning as to what to do with this area here. I might actually turn this into a new residential area just by moving the offices a little bit to the left or right. I'll see what I can do about this as the city continues to climb to 1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, we are quite close to the finish line. This is certainly the final stretch. As you can see here, the citizens by the counter and object limit data from the mod show all limits is very close to 1 million population. Although the city itself says that it's at 990,000 population, the citizen count in the mod says 997,300. And I've added some more buildings here. Like I said, I have the offices take up a little bit less space here, but I'm going to add some more offices here by the end of it. So 990,000 population, and very soon it's gonna be over 991,000. We are just about to finish this city and this let's play once and for all. Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, unofficially we are past 1 million citizens, with the mod saying 1,247,000 and climbing. The city itself says 994,757, but I think that this soon will pass 1 million as it has in the mod. Now hold your fingers tightly, because we are about to lift off at 1 million population in the city of Bedrock. My fellow gamers, my dear City Skylines fans, this is so close. My hands are sweating. I'm so nervous. The anticipation is just killing me. I have even finished my long-awaited project of getting this road all the way here to this hill, where I have placed a single home, low-density home, the only low-density home in the entire game. It's called the Michich Residence, where I and my family will live, and I even made us a little bit of a park here so we can watch Bedrock, the city I made, up to 1 million population on the hard mode. It's pretty much the only one of its kind in the whole planet. And now it is just about to hit 1 million. Come on. Come on. It's so close. I can almost feel it and touch it. Come on. Come on. Go, go, go. I still have a little bit of a citizen units remaining. And all I need is a few extra Cims, and it will be a full million. This is officially the longest moment I have ever had to wait for. 999,900, and we are just 90 Cims short of getting to a full million. This is the closest I've ever gotten. 999,920. Come on, just a few more. Just a few more. $1 million! 1 million! Yabadabadoo! Finished! It's finished! This has been a dream come true. I need to go and celebrate. Thank you all for watching. And you do not have to stay tuned for more.